How can you create a buffer at the end of your timeline to manage deadlines better? If you're often finding yourself scrambling to meet deadlines, you're not alone. One of the most effective strategies to manage deadlines better is by incorporating a buffer into your timeline. So, let's break down how you can do this. First, understand what a buffer is. It's the extra time you allocate to tasks and projects to account for delays and unforeseen events. This buffer time acts as a safety net, ensuring you have enough time to handle any unexpected issues that might arise. To start, prioritize your tasks based on their importance and time sensitivity. This helps you understand which tasks need more buffer time due to their critical nature or potential risks involved. Next, calculate the optimal buffer time for each task. This isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. The buffer time should be tailored to the specific task and its associated risks. For example, if a task is prone to delays or has a high risk of complications, you'll want to add more buffer time. Here's a practical way to do it. Create two timelines, one for your internal team and one for your stakeholders. The internal timeline shows the actual estimated time for each task, while the external timeline includes the buffer time. This way, if any delays occur, you can adjust the internal timeline without affecting the external one. When adding buffer time, consider the entire project duration. A common rule of thumb is to allocate a buffer that is at least 20% of the project duration. For instance, if your project is 36 months long, you would allocate 6 months as buffer time. As the project progresses, the buffer time can be adjusted accordingly. Another approach is to place the buffer before key milestones. This ensures that any problems that arise during the project can be absorbed by the buffer, protecting the milestone deadlines. For example, if you have a milestone that needs to be completed by a certain date, place the buffer time right before that milestone. Regularly monitor and adjust your buffer time as needed. Projects evolve, and so do their requirements. Use time management tools to help you review your schedule and identify gaps where more buffer time might be necessary. By incorporating buffer time into your timeline, you can better manage deadlines, reduce stress, and ensure that your projects are completed on time despite any unexpected challenges that come your way. Remember, the key is to find the right balance. Not too much buffer time that leads to downtime, but enough to handle any unforeseen issues.